Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the GC Informer, GameCast's very own news program. I'm your host for today, Mark, also known as Coystorch. Today we have a few quickfire news topics, one of which will probably be fleshed out during Nintendo's Direct presentation, which will go live not too long after this video goes live. First up, Nintendo Switch's online service will launch next week on September 18th or 19th, depending on where you live. It's still a little shrouded in mystery on exactly what you're getting out of the service, but Nintendo have stated that further details will be shown during the upcoming Nintendo Direct. We do know that there will be a 7-day free trial available for the service, as well as different value packs dependent on how long you'd like to renew the service for, like 1 month, 3 months, and a full year. As far as paid services go, the Switch's is very affordable, with a full 12 months coming in at $19.99 USD for a single user. The low price may have something to do with how few games there are with committed online communities on the Switch, at least right now. Games like Fortnite, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, and Splatoon 2 would probably need the connection the most. While online Mario Kart and Smash Bros is fun, I always view those games as best for local multiplayer. Next up, The Last Remnant, Square Enix's really risky JRPG that was removed from the Steam library rather suddenly, is actually being remastered. Some probably saw this coming, as it would have been weird to just randomly remove the game entirely for no real reason. Although given how The Last Remnant flew under most people's radars, I also wouldn't be too surprised. Anyway, The Last Remnant is being remastered for the PlayStation 4 as a digital-only title and will be released globally on December 6th this year. No word on it being ported to PC or Xbox One, but I think it's safe to assume at least a Steam port or upgrade, much like Dark Souls Remastered did. While The Last Remnant Remastered doesn't have any additional content, it has been ported over and retouched in Unreal Engine 4, and will have a speed up mode not unlike Final Fantasy XII's remaster last year. I hope this turns out well, as The Last Remnant was an ambitious game with some great ideas. It was a mess on Xbox 360, but it was fixed up a lot when it was ported to PC, and it stands as one of the more memorable JRPGs in my memory because it wasn't afraid to try something new with the formula. Once again, The Last Remnant Remastered will release as a digital-only title for the PlayStation 4 on December 6th this year. Lastly, 2K Games have done something a little odd. Again. Over on the NBA 2K Reddit thread, a user has noted an odd change between the review code and retail release of NBA 2K19 once a Day 1 patch was released alongside the regular edition. The amount of XP given out in My Career mode has been significantly reduced for the retail release, which seems strange. 2K haven't said anything about it yet, but some players are speculating about why it was changed, with some citing that it's another method to ensure the player base will stick around for longer, the devs wanted reviewers to have a better experience than others for possibly more favourable reviews, they wanted to encourage microtransactions, or it was just something that they were going to do anyway and it just didn't make it in time for the review codes, but it was in time for the retail release. We won't know until 2K addresses the situation, but if it is true, then it all comes off as rather shady and dishonest. It's awkward, and the player base haven't reacted too kindly to it so far, so they really need to act quickly and calm the situation down a bit. I'm sure some players won't mind a bit, it's just that it's been brought to light that there were changes to lengthen the grind in My Career and nobody knows why. Also, if it did actually have something to do with encouraging good reviews, that's just silly. The amount of XP you gain shouldn't impact one's enjoyment of a game like this, unless they wanted reviewers to reach a certain level of progression before writing. Either way, it cycles back to the initial point of we just don't know until 2K give us a reason as to why. And that's all the time we have for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and please let us know what you thought in the comments below. And please don't forget to click the bell to stay notified. Until next time, bye!